Story here, and this one I haven't actually read yet, but let's talk pop culture. Birds of Prey, Dead in the Water. So most of you are probably aware of the new Birds of Prey film that's going to be coming out soon. It's Harley Quinn, DC Universe. We had to talk about this because Adam said something to me that made me laugh.
Yeah, it's a offshoot of an offshoot. I think that's what.
But that wasn't what was funny.
What was? I don't know. What
you were like, "Oh, is that a real movie?" I thought
no, we were at Best Buy, and I saw an ad, and I'm like, oh great, straight to DVD.
Yeah,
I straight up thought it was a straight to DVD movie because it just feels like that kind of a movie. And then
That's
sure enough, here we see it's like it's Dead in the Water. It's gonna go right to DVD.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but so I did a segment on this on my second channel, my Timcast news channel. Basically, nobody's buying tickets. There was a story that came out where this writer, I think it's the guy from Cosmic Book News, Matt McGloin, and he checked a bunch of pre-sale tickets for Birds of Prey, which is essentially, my understanding is it's basically Suicide Squad Part 2. I don't know.
No,
but
isn't it just her?
No, it's her and a bunch of like female villains.
But it's not Suicide Squad though.
No, it's not.
Right.
I'm just saying it's like basically following up after that.
Right.
What are they doing? They have no idea what they're doing with these movies.
Yeah.
So apparently this is like... The reviews were apparently good, but no one's buying pre-sale tickets. I checked the local theater nearby, and guess what?
It's not playing.
It was no, it is, but it was open. Like I could sit wherever I wanted.
Oh, is it out already?
No, pre-sale tickets.
Oh, okay.
And so when 1917 came out, I could not go see it
because it was what, too packed? Or
yeah, it was sold out.
Oh.
And so we wanted to go see it like the like Sunday or whatever.
Yeah.
Opening weekend, and it was packed. Birds of Prey, that's all good. You're good. You want to watch?
Yeah,
you want to watch the?
Go watch it. Yeah.
You know, the strong women's. You know.
Is that what it is? You think?
I don't know.
Ghostbusters 4.
Right.
Or whatever.
Exactly. So Ghostbusters 2016. I think they're just bad movies because I feel like
it wasn't very good.
Look, Ocean's 8. Do you ever see that?
Yeah.
It's like part 4 of the Ocean series where all the characters were female now.
Yeah.
They made a bunch of money.
It wasn't actually as bad as I thought it might be. It was okay.
Yeah.
It was like Ocean's 12.
Oh,
which was,
but it was like
not very good.
How corny is it? Where it's like the main character is the cousin of Danny Ocean, and she's a criminal too. It's like you are trying so hard. Why don't you just make a new movie?
Yeah. Why keep it Ocean? Why not have a cool like? They had a good cast.
So like, have you seen the trailer for Birds of Prey?
I haven't even seen the trailer right now.
But you just based on the ad, you were like, you thought it was a made-for-TV like WB movie.
Well, you see the cardboard box, and I'm like, oh, cool. Like, should we pick up a copy to watch it?
Oh,
like,
yeah, it's not even out yet.
I instantly just assumed it was the DVDs were sitting there, but it was just an ad. They were like trying to promote it in Best Buy, which is
this site Cosmic Book News says that I think they have a source claiming that it's Dead in the Water. So let's read a little bit about this. And the main reason I wanted to do this is because you just saw Joker.
Oh man, what a killer movie!
I saw Joker.
Oh my goodness!
Opening night, preview night. But let's Joker. Woo!
Now that's a good offshoot, man. That's a good movie.
Well, no, that's a standalone.
Well, it is. You're right. But but Joker came from Batman, so technically,
right. So it was like a unique adaptation.
Right.
It's spinning so fast.
It's amazing.
Let's read the story. Cosmic Book News says, following my articles about Birds of Prey tickets not selling, I've just been contacted by a source in Los Angeles that says the flick is, quote, dead in the water. While we simply have to check the online ticketing apps, such as Fandango and Atom, to see that no one is buying tickets, a source close to the movie theater industry in LA fills me in that there really are no tickets being sold for Birds of Prey. Quote, all the local theaters are dead in the water with pre-sale tickets. The insider says, who is connected to one of the largest theater chains in the Los Angeles area. The insider goes on to note that just as I and other fans have done, checking screenings reveals there are literally showings with 0 tickets sold. Now, I didn't see that.
Dang.
What I saw had I think I saw maybe 8 seats sold.
Okay.
On like it was I think a day after the pre-sale happened.
Okay.
That surprised me.
Just eight
but
tickets.
It's a comic book movie. Like even if it's bad, like the DC movies, they're bad, but they still people go see it.
They're not that bad.
Right. Okay.
They're entertaining.
Like people panned a lot of these movies, but they still go and see them.
Yeah.
But this, I don't know what it is.
Well, I mean, what is their demographic? You think about it. It's like who's going and watching it? It's like probably teenage boys or like people like us, nostalgic.
Dude. But look at the Charlie's Angels reboot they did.
No,
I think one of the problems is they're trying to take properties that were originally made for young men and teenage boys with like scantily clad women,
right?
But then turning them into like strong women's, like strong female. Ooh. Mm-hmm. And as we know from the Mandalorian memes, what Disney thought women wanted was the fierce fighting Rey, and what they really wanted was Space Baby Yoda. It's a joke, okay?
I want to it's
Space Baby,
but it's true.
No. Hold on.
But they did. They love the Space Baby.
It's true. Like, man, they went nuts for that merch. But let's be real, okay? Hunger Games does fine among all demographics. It was a hit. Wonder Woman did great. It's possible to do a movie with a strong female lead, but whatever it is they're doing with like Ghostbusters and Birds of Prey, nobody wants to watch it. But why did they go see Ocean's 8, but they don't want to see Birds of Prey?
Did they go see Ocean's 8 though?
It made triple its money. It was like a $70 million budget, made $270 million.
Right,
yeah.
Nice.
And the Rotten Tomatoes from audience and critics, I think, were okay. I don't think it was that bad. So what is it? Are they just doing bad movies?
And how would they know that this movie is bad?
I don't know. I heard it was good.
How do they even know?
It's weird because I want to say it's this like attempt at an ensemble women cast going after the man who's chasing him down. That's what it is.
Okay.
It's like, I guess, I don't know what it's actually about, but you have the character Black Mask, and he's going after Harley Quinn and all these other women, so they all team up to go after him together. It's like an inverse Scott Pilgrim or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. So I feel like that is off-putting, but there's something about it that feels like remember those old TV shows like Xena and Hercules with Kevin Sorbo, where they were like really kind of low quality?
Yeah, it was cheesy.
That's what it feels like.
Cheeseball.
It feels like this is the movie version of Xena.
Nobody wants to watch cheeseball stuff.
No, I mean people do. Like, I gotta be honest, man. I'm actually more interested in watching the CW's DC universe, as cheesy as it is, the Arrowverse, than this. But why? I can't put my finger on it. What do you guys think? What is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, with the Ocean's movies, I was wondering if it was the gap between the movies, because the Ocean's 11 came out in 2001. And then 17 years later, I guess
they did this one.
Yeah. So
but it doesn't make sense. I mean, this is a DC movie. Let's talk about how good Joker was. You'd think coming off Joker, they'd be like, I'm down to go see a DC movie. Joker's a masterpiece.
It really is.
It's gonna let me ask you a question about let me ask you a question about culture. Can you name a song? And you guys in the chat, can you name a song from our generation where in 50 years they're gonna be like, oh man, that song from 2013. Think about going back to the 70s.
No, I can't.
They're Bohemian Rhapsody.
Exactly.
Everyone can sing it. It's legendary.
Still to this day, everyone knows it.
Freddie Mercury playing the stadiums, or look at like Elton John. He's still around, and he's got songs that people are like, "That wow."
Yep.
What do we got from 2000, 2010?
I can't name a song. I don't listen to music from this era either.
We have songs from the 90s. So I bring this up because I feel like the Joker is going to be a film where in 20 or 30 years, they're going to be like, you've got to see Joker. It's a really old movie from 2019? Was it when it came out?
Yeah.
People are going to be like, I don't want to see a 2019 movie. They don't even have, immersive virtual,
right.
augmented reality.
Right.
Like, no, but it's really good. Like, I hate watching old movies because they're kind of like corny and like bad CGI and, lack of CGI, if we're talking about Tron.
Oh, yeah.
But Joker.
No CGI. Man. Well, maybe.
No, just a character-driven good story.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It felt like a good, just, you feel for him. By the end of the movie, you're
so brutal.
Not even upset at what he did.
I mean,
scared
by it, but you understand.
It's scary, but you're like, I get it. I get why you're the Joker.
That ending, dude, was amazing. I was literally
if you
shaking.
Haven't seen the movie? Go watch the Joker.
I think everybody's seen it.
My goodness, it is so good.
So I'm wondering if anybody. So here's a thought I had, and Paul Joseph Watson talked about this, but I've talked about it a lot too. Culture has stagnated. Think about Christmas music. When was the last time a Christmas song, like a legit Christmas song, became like a classic and was played every single? No,
It's Mariah Carey's.
Right.
I think that's 1992. She
Is
wrote that.
really?
Yeah,
92.
92.
But think about this. Before that, we have songs from the 50s.
Yep. That's
And
true.
I was thinking to myself, I'm like, isn't Jingle Bell Rock, like, wasn't that new at some point? And people were like, listen to this new song. And they put on Jingle Bell Rock. Now it's like every single year, the same music.
songs over and over.
Why? Why haven't we moved past? Why can't we do new things? Have we stagnated at that point where we're regurgitating old comic books?
Yeah. Well, it's funny actually. I was at my mom's house over Christmas time, and Train, I think the name of the band, did a Christmas song. And the first time I heard it, I was like, what is this POS like song? Like,
Yeah.
It's not Christmas. And then by the 50th time I heard it, I was singing along, and I'm like, it's Christmas
Is it
time.
going to become a classic? Are we going to?
I don't know. I'm not saying it's on that caliber, but
But I
it's
feel
something
like
new at least. Good for them.
I feel like, with movies are becoming derivative of
Yeah.
derivatives. Birds of Prey. So Birds of Prey is basically just like, well, we wrote a comic a really long time ago. We made a cartoon a really long time ago. We're gonna make a movie about it now.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and this has been talked about. It's adaptation after adaptation.
Yeah. Make something new.
When was the last Groundhog Day movie made? Like a movie as good as Groundhog Day that had no like explosions, and it was just like it's like
Weird, wonky.
We got Edge of Tomorrow, which was fun.
Yeah, that was
but,
a cool game.
But it was like
Or a cool
Fast and the
movie.
Furious meets Groundhog Day.
Basically, yeah. That
I
was
feel
cool.
like
I liked it.
That's the thing about the Joker, or about Joker, the film, is that it really does feel like the kind of movie that was really well made back in the 80s and 90s that we can like think of, like Groundhog Day.
Yeah,
where
it did
it's
feel
a
like
classic
it.
film.
It did feel like a classic, yeah.
You know what I think one of the
good.
problems with movies is too, like why the new Star Wars isn't fun? What people don't seem to realize is that the original Star Wars films was like the first time anyone ever saw spaceships fighting on screen. And so it was like, you go to the theater and that's where you get to see, well, we see it all day, every day with video games,
Yeah,
with movies.
exactly.
So when you do a new Star Wars and you see a giant ship, you're like, so what? It's like literally every movie I've ever seen.
Ooh, Star Killer Base. Wow.
Oh, it's a bigger
We
Death
haven't
Star.
seen that one before.
And so it's like, what were they going to? I think George Lucas was talking about this. They're not actually doing things
Yeah, they're not progressing it.
right. That we've stagnated. So you look at where we were before Star Wars, and then they were like, we're going to do a film that puts you in outer space with spaceships fighting. People have never seen this before. Okay, so they've seen some of it before, because obviously there was sci-fi stuff before this, and there was the
Yeah.
shows from the 60s. But this was like going to the theater and seeing lightsabers. Like, this was like a new thing, and it was like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Like,
I was talking to some, it was a long time ago. I was at a friend's house, and his dad had a bunch of Star Wars stuff. And this was around the time of like the prequels.
Okay.
And we were talking about Star Wars, and I got to the point where he was like, I'm not a fan of the prequels, but I understand why they're doing what they're doing. It's like kids today want like fast action and superpowers and heroes.
Yeah.
And so, the original wasn't really like that. That's what he said to me. He was like, when I was younger, we didn't really have a whole lot like you guys have today. So for us, like seeing a movie like this it was kind of new, and it was a big deal. And the sequels were like years later.
Yeah.
It was like the first one came out and that was it. And then like, what was it, like 2-3 years later, they do the next one. And then it was like 3 years later, the next one. Now it's like 6 months later, we get the next Marvel movie.
Yeah.
A year later, we get the next Star Wars, like every year a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, look at all the Marvel movies. It's like there's so many. And
I
it's
love
like,
Marvel movies though.
I do too. I love them. They're great. But nonstop, it's like, and then the next one, and then everyone waits till the end of the credits to see a little blip of the next one, and it's constantly there.
So I don't know. I wanted to say like I think Birds of Prey is like dead in the water because nobody wants to see this like strong women's kind of thing. Like you can do a movie with a female hero.
Well, I liked Captain Marvel. You didn't like that movie.
I did not like Captain Marvel.
But I liked it. I thought
it was
cool.
I thought it was forced. Made no sense. Like it was really like, and that's surprising too because Marvel movies I think tend to be pretty good even when they're like not that great. Like Ant-Man and the Wasp is okay.
I feel like I need to watch it again. I just saw that recently again, and that's a good movie too. I like that one.
There was just too like it was so heavy-handed with Captain Marvel.
I got to watch it again
Yeah.
and maybe with new eyes because when I first saw it, I liked it.
But I hear good things about Birds of Prey. Like apparently the early screenings were good, and but for maybe it just looks like like Hercules or Xena.
Yeah,
That's what I kind of feel when I see it. I'm like, this does not look like a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's wrap that one up.
Cool.
We got a couple more segments, perhaps.